You got that?
Yep.
Oh, here, let me give you a hand, huh?
If I let go, I'll drop it.
Well, be careful.
Do you know what? If I could carry a tune, I would be singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning."
In the key of H, I remember you.
Yes.
Well, I hope everybody got a real night's sleep finally.
Yeah, I did. I slept like a log.
No, I didn't. I didn't sleep a wink, but I don't care. All I could think all night was Liza and Travis are safe and they're coming home.
It's been a pretty hairy couple of days, all right.
Yeah, just imagine that. Poor Travis and Liza stranded on a deserted island, all by themselves.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, I have a feeling they've been enjoying themselves while we've been sitting here biting our fingernails to the quick.
Yeah, well, shouldn't they be here by now?
You'd think so. Joe, are you sure Martin got their arrival time right?
I'm absolutely positive, and I know because he called the airport 3 times.
Oh, I just wish they would have hurry up.
Hey, here.
Mother! Oh, I can't believe it. You're here safe, sound, and sunburned.
Here you are, sir. Your bags will be right up. Does it meet with your approval?
It's fine, thank you.
Well, thank you. Enjoy your visit here in Henderson. How long do you think you'll be staying?
That's a difficult question. If all goes well, not for very long.
This is Search for Tomorrow. This part brought to you by Oxidol. Oxidol bleaches as it washes for sparkling whites.
All right, now you've had 3 seconds to relax. I want you to tell us everything that happened.
Well, actually, not very much did happen.
I don't believe you. You're in a boat explosion. You're missing for days in the middle of the Caribbean, and you act as though you were lost in Macy's basement.
It wasn't exactly Macy's basement.
Well, we know basically what happened. Now, you were on Peter Stoneman's boat, and you went off on a picnic, and...
That's right. We found a deserted island, so we rode the dinghy to shore to have our lunch.
And when it was time to leave, Liza started the engine, and the next thing I knew, I was in the water.
Oh, I don't like to hear that.
Oh, Mother, come on. Well, we were both thrown free of the accident.
But what caused the boat to blow up?
Well, who knows? It was probably a malfunction in the fuel line.
Oh, just wait until I see Peter Stoneman.
Now, come on. It really was nobody's fault. I was most worried about Liza. I was really scared until I finally saw her washed up on the beach.
I was out of it for a while. At least I was all in one piece.
Oh, honey.
But look, after that, the island was wonderful. I mean, we had everything. We had our own private beach and palm trees and flowers and monkeys, wild monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yes.
Monkeys. And we knew that we would be discovered eventually, so we really weren't that worried.
Did you have enough to eat?
Oh, dear, I hope not the monkeys.
Oh, Mother! Oh. No, we had fruit and we had coconuts. Oh, and lobster twice a day.
Wow, that sounds like a very, very tough life.
Sounds a little bit like paradise to me.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you guys sure go to extremes to get away from it all.
Is this place on a map? Because Janet and I might like to check it out someday.
Just leave out the part about the boat exploding, okay?
Yes, and the
Good
monkeys.
idea.
Forgot the monkeys.
But honestly, you folks had us all very worried. We're glad you're back.
Oh, thank you, Lee. We were really thinking about all of you, too. Especially you, Mother. But you know what? It all turned out to be kind of wonderful. To tell you the truth, I'm almost sorry Dane rescued us. I think Rusty is, too.
Hello, sweetheart. I just wanted to come by my way to work and say hello to the bride-to-be. Oh, isn't that great news about Travis and Liza?
Yeah, I don't know the details yet. I'm sure Lee will tell me. He's with them right now.
Oh, well, good. They'll give you more time to get ready for the wedding,
Oh, Kathy, it's not going to be a real wedding.
Don't be silly. My darling, when two people get married, whether it's in City Hall or on top of a mountain, it's a wedding. And I want... Put me to work, thanks. Look, I want you to know that I've gotten out my best bib and tucker for this occasion.
That should look exceptionally nice on you.
How'd you guess? Oh, listen, in all seriousness, thank you very much for asking me to be your witness. I mean, this day is just going to fill me with so much joy and happiness. Oh, and speaking of that, when is the day?
The day.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow.
Probably, she says.
Well, Lee told me that when Travis and Liza get back, the day after we'll be married.
Well, that means then it's tomorrow.
Well, you would think so, but considering everything that's happened, he may want to put it off a bit.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Well, look, it's no trouble by me. So tell me, where's little Roger Lee, the second most handsome child in Henderson?
The second. He's playing in his crib. You want coffee?
No, I'm fine. Thanks. Sissy, I'm not in your way or anything, am I?
Mm-mm.
All right, lady. Fess up. Here's a woman who's about to be married, and we are on the gloomy side.
We are not on the gloomy side. I'm happy. I know I am, Kathy. It's just everything's going fine so far.
What is this so far business?
I get the sneaking feeling that something's going to happen again to postpone the wedding.
Oh, darling, that is just pre-wedding jitters. It's normal.
No, believe me, it's a little more than that.
Sissy, you want to be married. Lee loves you very much and wants to marry you. Everything's going to be fine. Nothing's going to go wrong, I promise.
No, see, there's something about his family. Well, you know the strong influence that they have over him?
Yeah.
They don't like the idea of me being his wife one little bit.
But, honey, I thought you said that Travis was being very understanding about the whole situation.
What about the rest of them? Well, Martin, he hates me. When you know how Liza feels, and it's just every time he's around them, I feel so anxious.
You know, Travis, I don't get it. How did Dane Taylor all of a sudden wind up down in St. Kitts?
Well, he was in New York, heard we were missing, and came down.
Just like that?
Yeah, you know Dane.
Yeah, but to find a plane and everything, I really don't understand him either.
Look, I have a request, everyone. We're talked out telling you all about us. Someone else's turn. Stu, what about the riverboat?
Oh, well, I didn't want to bring it up. I thought it might be a sore point, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's going to be on its way to Henderson real soon.
Yeah, but if it makes it.
Well, at least it won't blow up because it doesn't have an engine.
I wouldn't count my chickens if I were you, Stu. I've seen pictures of that thing. It's liable to do anything.
Now, don't you pay any attention to them. We'll have the last laugh they will see.
Right.
You know, sweetheart, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you.
Oh, Mother, I'm so sorry that we caused you so much worry.
I have to admit I was scared to death. You know, who was a great help to me was Ted.
Good.
He appeared at my house about 2 seconds after the news came on the television, and he just stayed there for 2 days, holding my hand and supporting me. He was really right there when I needed him.
Does that change the way you feel about it?
In a sense, I guess. I still don't know if we have a future together, but I do know I've got a pretty good friend.
Travis, I know you need a few days to rest and recover from everything that's happened to you, but we got an awful lot of work to do on some of us if we're going to keep it on schedule.
Believe me, I know, Martin. Lee, we're going to have a staff meeting. If not tomorrow, then certainly the next day.
Yeah, I agree with you, Travis, but, you know, I'm going to be needing some time off.
Why?
Well, for one thing, my end of the project, we're way ahead. And for another thing, it's a little matter of Sissy and myself getting married.
Lee, why on earth do you have to bring that up right now?
Liza, I'm sorry. I thought Travis had told you about it.
It's my fault. I didn't tell her.
Liza's already been through one emotional upset, and for you to bring this thing up now, it's just...
Martin, it's all right. When do you plan on getting married?
Well, probably tomorrow.
I see.
Look, Liza, I'm sorry. I should have used my head. I should have thought before I opened my mouth. I'm sorry.
Good. Why don't you just drop the subject then?
No, Martin. Look, it's not that much of a surprise to me. I mean, I've thought for some time now that it was probably inevitable that you and Sissy would marry.
Well, we've been talking about it for quite a while.
You mean Sissy's been talking about it for quite a while?
Stop it, please.
Lee, well, it would be very good for Roger Lee to have a complete family again.
I'm kind of hoping that we can all be a complete family again.
Maybe. Listen, I have to be honest and tell you that I'm not sure that Sissy and I could ever be friends after everything that's happened. But I'm not her enemy either.
I can understand that.
I do wish you all the best. I hope you'll be very happy. And I believe that you and Sissy will be very good parents for Roger Lee.
Thank you.
Honey, where are you going?
That young fool's really gonna go through with it.
Oh, Martin. Honey, take off your coat. You don't want to spoil their homecoming.
Oh, it's already spoiled.
Nonsense. It doesn't look that way to me. Now, come on, take your coat up and stay. Please.
Oh, boy, I sure could use another cup of coffee. Oh, by the way, Travis, what about Dane? Did he fly back with you?
No. No, he didn't. I guess he'll be back in a couple of days, Stu. I think he had some business to attend to.
Well?
She's right in here. But I don't envy you.
I'll get it.
Okay, but watch out for the ambush.
Thanks.
We ought to think about moving along, I think. You might use a little peace and quiet.
Oh, don't go. It's just so great to see everybody.
It's good to see you, darling, but we'll see you soon.
You know, speaking of everybody, how about that charming Professor Doyen? She come back with you?
Yeah, sure, she did.
She's already in a stew about getting behind in Sunburst.
She took a cab to her hotel, said she needed to get a little rest.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, but if I know Aja, she'll be back at work this evening.
Yeah, well, don't you take a cue from Aja.
Don't worry, I won't.
I am just so grateful that they're home. I guess I've said that a few times, haven't I?
I'll tell you something. I'd be grateful to see Sonny home. I mean, I haven't heard from her for several days. I can't understand it.
Well, I thought you said she was following up some story in Vermont.
Yeah, but what could be more important than Travis and Liza getting home safely? I mean, she must have heard about it. She should be home by now.
Hi, Sonny.
Are you all right?
Yeah. All right and fine, see?
How's your shoulder?
Oh, I haven't even had much time to think about it.
What about Travis and Liza? I read in the paper that they were missing off of St. Kitts. I gather you wouldn't be here now unless they were safe.
Well, they're fine. Everything's cool. In fact, they're probably back in Henderson right now.
Thank God for that. This all has something to do with the people who are trying to stop Sunburst, doesn't it? They're the ones who blew up that boat, aren't they?
Yeah. They're the ones who blew up the boat.
I knew it. And then you went running down there to the rescue, right?
Well, that's not quite the right sequence.
I don't care about the sequence. All I know is that you lied to me. You wanted to get me out of your hair, so you sent me tearing up here to this stupid farm to talk to some fictitious secret agent, and then you had me locked up like an animal.
Hey, not like an animal.
So if you think that I'm glad to see you, you're right. I'm glad that Travis and Liza are okay. And I'm glad because maybe now I can finally get out of this place.
Of course.
But those are the only two reasons I'm glad. Because as far as I'm concerned, you can drop dead.
Sonny, I only did what I had to do. Now look.
I don't see how you could do this to me. How could you treat me this way? I really thought that something was happening between us in New York. Something very special.
Sonny, it was special.
Oh, baloney. It wasn't at all. It was just an act that you put on to stop me from asking so many questions. And then if that wasn't bad enough, you put on another act to get rid of me. I think what you did was rotten, absolutely rotten.
What I did was what I thought best. Now, I knew you would have followed me to St. Kitts.
Look, I have the right to go wherever I please.
Not when there's danger, and there was plenty of it down there.
Come on, Dane. I can take perfectly good care of myself.
So can McClure, and I think he's probably dead. And Travis and Liza almost got killed, too. Now, I know you can't forgive me, but what I did to protect you, to keep you out of danger. And I'd do it again.
We'll see
Bye,
you
honey.
soon.
Okay.
See you, Travis.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So long. Oh, Mother. Oh, thank you for such a wonderful welcome home.
Believe me, it was our pleasure. Now, I want the two of you to get some rest and relaxation. No more adventures,
No.
please.
And that's an order.
That one I may follow.
See you
All right.
soon.
Call you later.
Bye-bye.
Are you tired?
Oh, no, not really. But I could be persuaded to take a nap after lunch.
Good. You know, this is the first time we've been alone since we were rescued.
It's true.
Rusty, I think there's something we need to talk about.
Am I forgiven?
No.
Uh-huh. Okay, I understand.
I was worried about you, though.
Thanks.
How did McClure get killed?
Oh. They haven't found his body yet, but I'm sure he's dead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Could have been you.
He wasn't. Sonny, look, would you please come back to Henderson with me? I mean, it'd be kind of silly for us to travel separately.
Okay, fine. I'll come back to Henderson with you. But don't take it to mean something it doesn't, because I'm still furious with you.
Would you just listen to me for a minute? Because
Furthermore, don't ask me to promise to stay out of the picture from here on in, because I won't. As a matter of fact, while you had me cooped up here, I've been making some notes. And there are a lot of questions that I need the answer to.
It seems like a pleasant city.
Hopefully you won't have time to see much of it. I'm taking charge of the operation personally. It's now entirely in my hands.
Then there'll be no mistakes.
None. Within a week, Travis Santel will be dead.
Lee asked a very interesting question.
What?
He wanted to know how Dane happened to show up on St. Kitts. You just sort of passed things off.
Well, who can explain Dane?
Oh, I think you can. You know, when he turned up in Hong Kong, everyone tried to explain to me that that was just a coincidence, and I believed it. But I cannot accept two coincidences, Rusty. Especially when we were in danger both times.
Liza, there really is
No,
a very...
listen to me. Now, on the plane coming home, I had a chance to really think about all this. I remembered how oddly you behaved before you left for the islands. How you didn't want me to be with you. None of it made any sense to me. In fact, too many strange things have been happening. Now, I believe you know what's really going on. I want you to tell me. I want to know.
Tomorrow morning on Today, Jane Pauley talks with actress Joanne Woodward. Tomorrow night, it's a race for chocolate bunnies and golden eggs on Daffy Duck's Easter show. Then, will a lazy Easter bunny and an endless winter ruin the Berenstain Bears' Easter surprise? Right after that, it's Steve Martin's best show ever, with guests Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. Later, get set for a battle of the sexes with The Shape of Things, tomorrow on NBC.